Hey there DIYers, welcome back to the channel. So today is another episode of working on the fence. Today I think I'm just going to focus on drilling the post. I got 6 of them set yesterday and then ran out of time. So I got 6 of them set yesterday and then I called it an evening. And anyway, it's a little afternoon today. It's a Saturday and it's 95-ish degrees. Anyway, let's get to it.
Recording started. Wi-Fi is on.
Alright, so yeah, now I'm just going to go ahead and get my guideline and put some stakes down. This is guided on up next to this next tree. So I'm going to measure up to, looks like it's a little more than 25 feet, probably more like about 40. But so this little tree's in my way. And I love these little pines and I wish I had the time and energy to transplant it, but I don't. Or at least not that's my excuse. But I've got 13 acres and I got a bunch of these pines, so I really don't feel too bad about taking this little guy out. I feel bad, but it is what it is. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this little boy's life and thank him for his service. And then go ahead and get my guideline set up. Okay, so following this line along, the X lane actually kind of goes that way just a bit, and then we're going to have this bend. And looking at this, it's like it's going to look not so good to have the fence this far in, and then all of a sudden I got to go in a bit to be on that side of the tree. Literally, the tree is in the way. So what I'm going to do, yeah, actually my neighbor gets their wish. The neighbor wanted me to put the fence on this side of the tree to give them more room for pulling in their RV. And because I was looking at everything and I was wanting the fence to stay on the lane side of all the trees, this tree is really a lot closer. And so I had 2 options. I was looking at, hang on a second. Okay. So I had 2 options I was looking at. One, I could bring the fence in right midline with the tree, and so I'd just put a board here and I'd screw it in a couple spots. It's not really going to damage the tree, just having a couple screws in, and then bind the fence to that, and then basically the tree's going to be like half on that side and half on this side. Or I can bring it in just a little bit further, which really, for what this is, I think that actually seems to make a little more sense if I do go ahead and put the fence on this side and just run the fence right here. So before I make this decision, I'm going to check with the executive team, aka my wife, and just get her opinion, her suggestion, her thoughts on which of these two options I should go with. And I'm gonna because either one works for me, I'm gonna go with her opinion, and we'll go from there. So let's go acquire her, and then we'll know. Okay, after consulting with the wife, we've come up with a consensus that she doesn't want me to drill into the tree. We did agree that it needs to be in the center so that it's basically the same distance. We keep that parallel of this guideline, the fence line, even with the distance, you know, from the lane. So with that, it pretty much smacks dead center in the tree. So again, she doesn't want me to screw into the tree to cause any damage to that, although I don't think it's, you know, gonna do any harm to it. Well, we've decided on, or it was my suggestion to well, it was her suggestion to do a strap of some sort to strap around the tree and then secure the fence post to it. I've got some cable and some little adjustable clamps, and so we can literally at the top and the bottom put the cable around it, and then again the clamps are they're just little screw type like U-clamps that go around the cable, and I can leave enough cable to allow growth so that as the tree grows, those cables can be loosened to allow the tree, you know, to continue to grow without it actually digging into the bark and causing any harm. And off of those two wires, the top one and the bottom, I'm going to have a couple of L brackets of some sort I'll rig up, and I'll be bolting the fence post, my landscape timbers on this side and on the other side onto those brackets, and so it'll be secure. So it's basically, it'll look like it's you know, part of just standard fence. It's gonna look good when I'm done. Anyway, so with that, I can go ahead and finish putting my wire so that it is in fact in line with the center of the tree here. Get a couple more stakes in, and then I can then measure off the distance between this post and that post, and then again divide that so I have a figure out how many actual posts I need, and then start drilling. So that's where I'm at. Okay, so now you can see the line pretty much goes and staying in line parallel with the lane, and again it's hitting about in the mid, maybe this side of the tree, or this side of the middle of the tree, just a little bit. But that's where we are. So now I got that, I'm going to do my measurements between the post and the edge of that tree, and then figure out how many posts and the distance they are going to be. And so let's get that and get drilling. Okay, so that was 57.5 feet. So we'll take 57 feet 6 inches, divide that by, let's see what 11 does. That's 5 feet 2 3/4 inches. So that's what we'll do spanner for our post, is every 5 foot 2 3/4 inches we're going to put a post. So I'll go ahead and get those marked, and then we'll get on the drilling. Okay, so I'm going to start out, I'll just do one here real time, and then I'll go ahead and get the rest of them time lapse, just so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I got 10 posts drilled, 10 holes auger down. So that takes it up to the tree. So call me a pussy all you want. I'm gonna do these ones in the shade first, just because of the heat. And then once I get down there, hopefully the sun will have kicked over far enough that maybe I'll be in shade there. But I'm at least gonna start in the ones in the shade. So I'll get these set and then work my way down to the other end. So yeah, here we go. Okay, so I got all these holes drilled. You can tell this is just all Georgia clay, but I was looking down inside this one and I hit an ant's nest. I don't know if you can see those ants crawling around in there, but last thing I want to do is put my hand down in there and have them suckers be biting me up. So I got some ant spray and also some diatomaceous earth. I'm gonna spray down in there. Hopefully that'll clear them out, but I gotta be careful. Those little things bite and then they swell up and make like little pimples or blisters. They itch real bad. So yeah, let's see what we can do about getting rid of those suckers. All right, so we'll do one post here, and we'll do time lapse for the rest. So. Put down a couple inches of a river pebble. Maybe it'll keep the moisture off the bottom. Does this help? Oh. Alright, now we got that. Just gonna get the post in there. The level on there. Okay, we'll put this pitch, tar, whatever it is. I say this is a roofing. Actually, this is fence post, asphalt fence paint. So it is actually using it for what it's intended for. A lot of times you can't find it. You know, you can use other things like a roof pitch or something like that. It's in essence the same thing. I'm sure there's a little bit of different formula, but it all serves the same purpose. It's all to protect. So this is keeping the moisture that's in the concrete off of the post to keep it from rotting. Of course, this is being treated, should be fine, but hey, for as little cost that it is to put this protective coating on, it's like, why not? Alright, so we got that. Now we're ready to make it level and put some concrete in here. It looks above about there, so we'll get some concrete in there and get this bad boy set. Now I gotta watch, there are ants around here everywhere. Oh, I know I'm gonna get bit. It's gonna be unavoidable. I was gonna use my knife, it's already dull, so I gotta sharpen all of the kitchen knives anyway, so every few months I just make a evening of it. Just grab all the knives in the house and go through a sharpening fest. Okay, now we'll go ahead and rock this around a little bit to agitate it. It helps that settle down in there. Get rid of some air pockets that are down in there. Looking pretty level already. Let's level that way, level this way. We are good. Okay, again, I'm making a contour so that the water will run down off of it. It's not perfect, but it'll certainly need a little bit of help. Okay. And we are done. We'll come back after we get them all set. We'll sprinkle some water down in there just to get an initial kickstart on the setting, and we should be good. So from here, we'll go ahead and time lapse the rest of it. Enjoy the viewing and some whatever kind of music I pick. Enjoy. All right there, so I got all this 10 posts I had set today, and luckily those fire ants, or those ants, were pretty much gone after I did the diatomaceous earth and then I sprayed. So you can see how these contour around. He's got a bend there. So this is going to work out great. So then once I get my cabling system here and then continue on, I got just up to the gate there. So that's another what, maybe another 8 to 10 posts. So this is coming along pretty good. So anyway, now all I need to do is just come back and wet these with some little bit of sprinkle water, and tomorrow's going to be a day off. Tomorrow's Sunday, so I got church, and just I'm going to kick back and relax for a day, let my muscles recoup. This is some really tough, good honest work. Hey, anyway, I certainly appreciate you guys' viewership. If you guys like what I'm doing here, I appreciate if you like, subscribe, make comments, let me know if I'm doing something wrong, if you think I could improve on something, or just any input, man. I appreciate it. Look forward to more videos. I got this GoPro 12 and this Comica wireless mic and some other gadgets here to help me make some better quality videos. Everything I'm doing now is in 4K, so look forward to some good videos, and I'm gonna have some good scenery here. I got 13 acres and a river, and so I'll give you some good video. So till next time.